everyone, welcome to Divine Secretary. Today we're going to do a Divine Masculine reading and it will interject with some Divine Feminine messages. But this is the type of reading that where some of you might have been kept in the dark regarding Divine Masculines, separation may be enhanced. So this is kind of giving you some clarity about what's happening, head, heart, emotions, mental, spiritual, physical energies. And remember, if you resonate with this message, please do click the like button and subscribe if this resonates. I'm going to shuffle and have a look at 3 overall messages, which are pretty terrific. We've got the 10 of Pentacles and we've got the 4 of Wands, as well as the Temperance card. So I'm just going to use another deck to clarify this for the moment. And I feel like these cards are representative of the overall energies. If you're seeing 4, 10, 10, even if you're seeing that Temperance number, we've got a very big balancing of energies regarding the inner divine. So even if you are in separation with your counterpart, we are seeing some overall inner balances that is happening. If you write the 10 of Pentacles here, oh, okay, so we've got the Star card, which is this wish fulfillment in the external. This kind of reminds me of whatever you think, you believe, you achieve. It's this generic feeling of not just thinking positively, but thinking in alignment with what is best for you, but also what is best for the people around you. So it's almost as if when you're manifesting certain things that leads to material abundance and success, it's actually leading to a higher purpose. And the type of energy that I'm getting right now is the more you are blessed, the more you can bless others. So like, bless me with good fortune and wealth so I can bless others. So that's the kind of energy and wish fulfillment I'm getting. Why is the 4 of Wands here, the overall energy? Thank you, Spirit. 8 of Wands. This is quite powerful when you look at the 4 of Wands is the half of the 8 of Wands. So when you have a number that is split over 2 cards, it is enhancing this message of union, of unity, of building the 4 pillars. And what I'm getting as well is the divine feminines who are laying down the boundary to create this new foundation, regardless of where the divine masculine is at regarding their awakening. So I feel that there is more the telepathic communication between divine and divine feminines. It could be your higher self divine feminines, it could be spirit, it could be God. Take what resonates. This is the type of energy that is almost as if when you're sat in meditation or you're doing something you love and all of a sudden you have a message or an idea that comes through, you are being encouraged to follow that. So follow the ideas that are coming through, be consistent with what you are doing, but don't be afraid to go in another direction. I feel that this is more so regarding this new foundation that you're creating before the divine masculine comes in for permanent reunion. That's basically the overall messages. Why is the Temperance card here, please, Spirit? Why is the Temperance card here? Okay, we've got the 2 of Pentacles and it kind of brought about some resistance while shuffling. But the 2 of Pentacles, it is quite important because the Temperance is looking about balance of the yin and yang energy, the light and dark, the divine masculine and feminine. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. What don't we know about this? 3 of Cups. Whatever you're doing right now, divine masculine and feminine, I feel like the energies around you are giving you hints and pieces and puzzles that will make sense in the future. So it's almost as if anything that you're going through right now may not make sense right now, but it will give you an opportunity to either receive in an open way. I'm also seeing the sign of infinity. So if you're seeing 6 sixes, 2 twos, anything like that, we're seeing this type of opportunity that is going to be presented to you because of your current scenario, situation, circumstance. So those are the overall energies. I will put the cards back in if they do end up coming out in the next part of the reading. Fantastic. Let's go into the divine masculines and the divine feminines, head, heart, emotions, mental, spiritual, physical energies. Thank you, Rachel. allowing me to be traumatized and good. These messages serve for the highest purpose. The energies that resonate. So what's going on in the heart space for the divine masculine? What is going on in the heart space for the divine masculine? Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, but the card that wanted to come out is the Six of Pentacles. Any masculine who has had a difficult time opening up their heart space has had difficulty receiving, had difficulty giving, and this is what I'm getting. It goes hand in hand. I'm splitting the deck, and we've got the Knight of Cups. I'm talking about the divine masculines who are genuinely kind, giving, sensitive, but they've had a very hard time not only giving but receiving at the same time. Why is the Six of Pentacles important around the heart chakra for the divine masculines and around the heart space at this time? What is going on for divine masculines this time? Okay, we've got the Page of Swords, and that also came out in the inverse. So I'm seeing that the separation is a big deal for both the counterparts. If you are in separation right now, there is a very big disconnect between how the divine masculines are talking to themselves and how they're actually speaking out to others, which means they're not. I feel as if when the divine masculine feels that there is stuck energy, they go inwards and they feel reserved and they're less likely to talk about it. What is happening around the headspace for the divine masculines? What is happening around the headspace for the divine masculines? Okay, the Moon card, but it came up in the neutral position. So this card came out in the previous reading, and again, it's about they're only being revealed with what they need to know. It's on a need to know basis. If you knew how magnificent you are, it would freak you out and you wouldn't go forward and do the things that you need to do. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting right now regarding this Moon card. So it's quite poignant. You might be around the full moon energies. I know I'm pre-recording this, so take the energies as they resonate. There may also be a very important time around the eclipse and the full moon. So just watch those emotions, and maybe for you divine masculines who are listening, get out of your head. Like, do things that are like allow you to tune into your body and get out of your head. Can you give me some clarification on why the Moon card is here for the masculine? The Six of Swords is here. So in order for you to move forward, you have to be in the dark, is basically what I'm getting. It's almost as if, like, when you're climbing a mountain, it's probably easier in the dark, even though there are a little bit of uncertainties. It means that you're not freaking yourself out with how long you got to go, how far it is, how high it is, what's the next step. You're just focusing on one step in front of the other. And that's the type of energy I'm getting with a headspace. There is a need to know basis going on right now, which means that you are supposed to be kept in the dark. Whilst you're walking in the dark, you don't have to freak yourself out with how long the journey is, how difficult the journey is, how tumultuous it is. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting in the headspace. If you knew it all, you would freak out and you would back off of this journey. So there is a lot going on around the divine masculine's head and heart space, but I can definitely feel this apprehension, but it could be worse if they knew what was going on. What's happening in the emotional space? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Why is Queen of Pentacles here? The Nine of Cups in the inverse. There is a lot of inverse energy here, so it talks about internalizing what your wish fulfillment is. What do you really want, masculines? What are your emotions telling you? There is this case of honoring your emotions, but also it's leading you directly towards your wish fulfillment. We did have the Star card as the overall energy, and I feel like the divine feminines aren't truly engaging in this type of energy without deliberate action, without deliberate forethought. But what I'm seeing for the divine masculines is you have this abundance in your emotions. You can use your emotions to actually help navigate where you are regarding your head and heart space. But it's also, this is one of your desires, like being more in tune with your emotions, being more in tune with who you are, but I'm also getting that you want somebody who is also able to do that, and you're going to learn from that energy. I'm going to use another deck and actually ask the question of why have we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups in the inverse of Divine Masculine's emotions? This here, the Seven of Swords. Wow, we've got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck as well. So this is pretty cool because the Seven of Swords is about sabotage. It is about, being reckless with it. And that's the type of energy that I was getting around the headspace. That's basically saying that you are bountiful, you are abundant, you are able to manifest things. You just need to know what that is. Unless you are honest with yourself, and this is the thing, internalize that conversation. The Page of Swords showed up right at the beginning for clarifying the Six of Pentacles. If this is something that you want, you really need to understand the flow of emotions, which is why we've got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck again, saying, are you able to trust yourself? Are you able to honor yourself? Are you able to respect yourself? When you're able to trust yourself, you can manifest things so much more easily. You can not only trust yourself, you can trust the connection, and you're able to open up to another sense of abundance, a bigger sense of abundance. What's going on in the mental space of the Divine Masculines? Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands here, and the Nine of Wands is about perseverance. Something is happening around you having the need to persevere. Now, it reminds me of when somebody is working out and they say, no pain, no gain type of energy. And as a coach, I completely disregard that. I feel as if you are pushing yourself to a point of pain and hurt, you're doing yourself an injustice. So, are you able to listen to your body? Are you able to push past the fear, but also acknowledge, well, this is a dangerous place. I need to back out of this. I feel like with the mental, there is going to be you, Divine Masculine, who is tripping up on what is actually fear, what is the illusion, and what needs to be a path that you need to persevere on. And it's almost as if you're looking at somebody else who probably has been on this path, who has done this thing before. And I feel like they're probably going to set you up for a lesson. I feel like there's a lesson here where you're viewing somebody else of higher regard. They also don't know what they're doing. So instead of following the lead of somebody else, you need to get back in touch with your own emotions, your own values, your own wishes, fulfillment. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting. Why have got the Nine of Wands for the mental space for the Divine Masculines? Why aren't they able to trust themselves mentally? Why are they leaning on others? Okay, the World card and the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the World card regarding this whole new level of perspective, this whole new shift of reality, this whole new change. In previous experiences and challenges, you may have been looking towards one particular person. This particular person didn't know what they were doing, but you still held them in high regard. I feel like the illusion is dropping right now, especially around this moon energy, because we've got two cards which look at this illusion, look at the veil I'm seeing. So that's the type of energy that I'm getting regarding this World card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. I feel as if you are persevering with following somebody, but there is a part of you that feels that you need to go out alone and experience it for yourself. Especially when it comes to a connection, especially when it comes to love. There was this very specific conversation that happened during breakfast this morning, and we were talking about, if you've never felt it, well, how do you know? And that's the type of energy that I'm getting regarding the Divine Masculine. If you've never felt this true, form, whole connection, how do you know? So this person that they're following hasn't ever felt it. So you can't follow somebody else who's not felt it. You need to go out alone and figure out what this means to you. That's quite interesting. What's happening in the spiritual space for the Divine Masculine? Okay, that came quickly. We've got the Three of Wands that jumped out, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So what I'm seeing here with the Three of Wands is you're instigating your own level of spiritual awakening, but because you're going away from this person who you thought you needed to follow. It could be a mentor, it could be a father figure, it could be a grandfather, it could be a friend. Um, I feel that because the mental space has been clouded, you need to like part clouds and find a different direction you need to head in. And this direction is going to be unknown, but that's the beauty of it. That the forward thinking regarding your spirituality is this person hasn't been on this spiritual journey, but that's the direction you need to go in divine masculines. That those are the messages that are being called to you. And I feel as if you're being curious and you're being called to that type of energy because the hanged man energy is the after tarot deck shows the divine feminine supporting the divine masculine in the astral realm, in the spiritual realm. So the divine feminine is already cemented in the higher realms with their intuition, with their connection to God. And this is the type of energy that I got during my meditation this morning is you, divine masculine, need to get to God in order to get to your divine feminine. So the divine feminine is being protected by spirit, source, energy, whatever you want to say. And the only way the divine masculine can get through that is get to that higher level of frequency. To get towards God, you will meet your divine feminine. What is happening in the physical space? What is happening in the physical 3D space? What is happening in the physical 3D space? Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords that wanted to come out. Why is Five of Swords taking Spirit? Victory over battles, victory over challenges, victory over past heartbreak, pain. That's the type of energy that I'm getting right now regarding the Five of Swords. Anything else that we need to know regarding the Five of Swords? Okay, so the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands wanted to come out regarding these energies. Why are they important? It's victory over your emotions. Remember, we said right at the beginning, the emotions are tripping you up, masculines. If you aren't honest with yourself regarding what you want and how you want to process these things, instead of following somebody else, you really need to get out of your own head, get into your emotions, but also acknowledge which type of emotions you want to follow. Because sometimes in creativity and play, you understand that more will be unlocked. So the less resistance you have, the more truth that will come into your consciousness. And I feel like there is a victory. There is a harmonious balance between play, between emotions, between enjoyment. And that is the key that you are undertaking regarding the physical space, which is really interesting. So let's have a look at the divine feminine's overall energy regarding their heart, head, emotions. So let's go into what the divine feminines are going through regarding all of these energies. And let's see if there's any synchronicities and any harmonious syncs. What is going on for the divine feminine's heart space? What is going on for the divine feminine's heart space? And why is this important regarding the divine masculines? Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands. The heart space, I feel for the divine feminine, this seven energy, it is a lucky number. But when it comes to the wands, it is about defending your own actions, your own decisions. Like you feminines aren't living for anybody else. You're not doing anything for anybody else. What do you want to pursue? And it's almost as if you're doing things against the norm. You're doing things in spite of what other people generically say what you should and should not do. That's kind of like defending the heart's wishes and desires. why is the Seven of Wands important? We've got the Two of Wands in the inverse and the Star card at the bottom of the deck. So this is what I'm getting, is that heart space of what do you truly want, divine feminines? What is your heart calling you towards? And it isn't outside of you. This is internal. There's nothing outside of you that will fulfill you. I'm seeing that there is a heart's desire. This really does follow in from yesterday's reading. Whatever your heart's desiring, you need to go follow that. And it may seem outlandish, it may seem very abnormal for general populations. It's not a normal path that you're going to be following, but it's also going to be very fruitful. I want one more card regarding the Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Seeing that, like, you will need to be sharp with people who just don't get it, and you also need to be soft with yourself. That's the type of energy I'm getting. It's almost as if that double-edged sword, you don't have to be criticizing yourself. You can be, you are able to cut other people off if they are causing you harm around your heart space, around your energies, around your mental space. That's the type of energy I'm getting. But by cutting them off, you're still following your heart, you're still following your wish fulfillment. And that's going to be really important, like, going forward. What's happening in the headspace for the divine feminines at this time? Around the masculines, why is the headspace important for the feminines? Three of Cups. Anything else? Okay, Devil card. So this is kind of like following on from that heart space energy. I'm getting the Devil card is here because you are going to come across challenges to deter you from following that specific path. You're going to want confirmation from people outside of you, feminines, to keep going, because they're going to do the opposite. So it's almost as if when you share something with somebody and they are not in alignment with that, or they don't confirm that is what they are looking for, don't let that derail you. Like, kind of like, stop looking for outside validation is the type of energy that I'm getting regarding the headspace. Like, it looks like somebody is being supportive, but they're not really. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm getting. So maybe look out for who you share things with, what you reveal, and just be cautious about the people that you share that with. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. What's happening in the emotional space? Oh, wow. Okay, this is really cool. We've got the Queen of Cups here. So as the divine masculines are instigating their own physical environment around their emotions and around their play and passion, you feminines have got this down. This is really incredible because the Queen of Cups is about your emotional fulfillment. It is about flow. It's about understanding yourself. It's about honoring where you are right now and letting the emotions come and go as they please. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Oh, okay. So we've got the Ace of Cups, which is really cool. Nine of Swords, you've just been through this, and that follows the previous reading. So I will link this in, or if you know, please comment it and I'll pin the comments. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups as clarification goes to show that you are at a pinnacle where you can truly honor your emotions. It's almost as in, I say what I mean and I mean what I say, that type of energy, which is why the Queen of Swords came out of the heart space, because you're able to be ruthless, but also be kind. And that's that type of double-edged sword that I was getting. So you've got the Queen of Swords and you've got the Queen of Cups in your overall energy. And that really does give you this regal, royal type of energy around you. And this isn't to lord it over others. It just means that people will probably like that quality in you or aspire to be that type of quality. You're in charge of your emotions, you're honoring those emotions, and you're letting them free flow. That's quite special regarding the emotional space. What's happening mentally? What is happening to you, divine feminine, mentally? I feel like there isn't really a sync between the divine masculines and feminines, but this is really important because anybody going through separation. It means you will eventually come together anyway, but check this out. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the moon card, which came up twice for the divine masculines. But when I was talking about the mental space, hold on, we've got heart, head, emotions, mental. Yeah. So your mental space, divine feminines, is all up in union. Oh, wait, this card just popped out. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see this one. We've got the Ten of Cups. So we've got the Four of Wands, which is union, marriage, commitment, and that Four of Wands came out right at the beginning of the reading to talk about your overall energy. It feels as if when you're in harmonious union with yourself mentally, it was really hard to get here. Mentally, you had fought for coming into a balanced, holistic, fruitful place. Like, you are whole on your own, but you used to say it and you never really believed it. Now you believe it. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. This is unlocking the abundance of that happy family, happy life. You're going to get tons of signs of synchronicities around family, relationships, love. Some of you could have a new person coming in, or it could be somebody coming back around. Let's have a look at some clarification. Why is the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups here? Why is the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups here? What does it mean regarding the divine masculine and the divine feminine? One card wants you to come out. Oh, perseverance. I don't have another deck to actually go back on. Guys, tell me, where did the Nine of Wands come out? Did it come up in the emotions or the mental space for the divine masculines? Because if it came up in the mental space, this is a synchronicity. This Nine of Wands goes to show anything that you've put your mind to, feminines, will come out in the highest and best way. Like, even if it sucks, something is going to come of it that is going to give you, like, it's like this wish fulfillment. Like, you're going to be happier than you ever been before. Like, holy shit, I can't believe I manifested this. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm here. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. You're not going to see this, but it's going to be beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at the spiritual space. What's happening in the spiritual space of the divine feminines? Okay, this is pretty cool. We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck in the previous mental space. Why have we got the Eight of Swords? Oh, okay. Eight of Swords spiritually means less overthinking. Some of you are really overthinking this spiritual SHIT. It means you don't need to try as hard. It means that in the previous message, we had the divine masculine. Wait a second. We have the divine masculine have the hanged man come out. So in the hanged man position, the divine feminine is feeding the divine masculine in the spiritual space. In this spiritual message, we've got the Eight of Swords, which is the divine masculine helping the divine feminine out. Okay, this is really interesting because both of these cards in the separate reading, earlier today, we've had the masculines be supported in the spiritual plane by the divine feminines because the divine masculine needs to go to God to reach the divine feminine. As the divine feminines are in the spiritual space, they're overthinking this connection, thinking, well, is this supposed to be? Is this person a part of my future? Who knows? There is this weird kind of alternate back and forth that you're having, divine feminines, but it's your divine masculines in the spiritual space that are cutting you away from that type of type of heartache. And funnily enough, we have the Three of Swords come out in the inverse. So it means that whatever has happened in your past, in your recent past, regarding relationships, regarding connections, you've cut yourself away from your own emotions and your intuition. But because you're coming back into your intuition and your own healing, you've actually acknowledged the type of heartache that you can now overcome. That's the type of energy I'm getting in the spiritual world. I feel as if it might be tied around the sacral and the root chakra. So if that resonates, please do let me know in the comments box. Final message, what is happening in the physical space of the divine feminines? 10 of Swords, endings and new beginnings, burdens being let go, fate being changed, 10-10. So if you are seeing 10-10, this is what I said right at the beginning of the reading. We had the 10 card, and now we've got two 10s come out. So this is a spiritual cycle ending. This is an ending of this new, it's a fated ending. It's an ending. Wow, we've got the Seven of Swords out now as well. And that was similar to the Divine Masculine Seven of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the World card. This is pretty epic because whatever you're closing out, Divine Feminines, so are the Divine Masculines. You may not know what they're closing out, but this is actually leading to the both of you, King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles behind those cards. So both of you are closing out different things separately. You're both persevering. You're both keeping this idea of what you want at the forefront. And physically, it's happening. It's actually shifting. You may not have seen this coming, but you're going to see this in the near future. Which is really interesting because we had the Moon card before, but this whole new change that's happening in your physical reality is leading to a destined meeting, a destined project, a destined outcome. But partly it's taking away the old version of you who had sabotaged this. And remember, we have that type of sabotage behavior around the mental space of the Divine Masculines. Like, if you knew, you would sabotage it. So you're not going to know, so you don't need to trip yourself up. And I feel like that cycle is ending to the Divine Feminines, and this is actually leading to a whole new abundant cycle. Let's have a look at the final message between the Divine Feminines and Masculines regarding union in the near future. Okay, so one card I wanted to come out is the Eight of Wands. We've got passion, we've got new beginnings, we've got finding yourself in a new environment. The Hierophant card's coming out, which is marriage, it is union, it's about religion. Some of you might be from different backgrounds. It could be that you are the same sex, or you could be in different cultures. And this is going to come about quickly. Something is going to sweep you off your feet. I'm kind of getting the passions will be ignited. Anything else that we need to know regarding this twin flame connection? Anything else that we need to know regarding this twin flame connection? The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So we already had the King of Wands come out as the general energy. And now we've got the Queen of Wands. So for the Divine Feminines, you've had the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. The only person we're missing here is the Queen of... What are we missing? We've got the Swords, we've got the Cups, we've got the Wands. We're missing the Pentacle. But I feel as if, because we're looking at the Pentacle, you're not focused on the external abundance, you're focused on your emotions, your passions, your fire. But that's coming up for the both of you. Like, there is this harmonious balance, this union, this cultivation between this fast-paced energy and the passion. You could be a fire sign. And there is just something that you need to let go of before this actually comes forward. So there is something that you need to let go of. The Chariot card is in the inverse, so it might not be quick, but it will be a solid foundation. Anything else that we need to know? The Star card, which is what we have right at the beginning. We've got the King of Swords, the Tower card, the Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. So we're having repeated cards come through. Just reiterating what was mentioned at the beginning of the reading is any change is going to align with your wish fulfillment. This was all supposed to happen, but you may not see it right now. The Page of Pentacles is really interesting because we already have the King of Pentacles came out for this overall energy between the both of you, but it also is this small offer. So it's almost as if you're creating this foundation through the Three of Pentacles. Yes, the previous foundations were crumbled, but it was all in purposeful alignment. Because remember, we have a divine counterpart here in Queen and King of Swords here. So this is fast-paced energy, this is conversation, this is ideas brewing, this is speaking to the right people at the right time, which will instigate some sort of an aha moment, a step in the right direction around your ultimate wish fulfillment. Well, that was interesting. If that was something that you resonated with, please let me know in the comments box. If you are looking for a personal reading, hit me up at divinesacredtarot.com. And if you wanted to join the community, head over to divinesacredtarot.com, where we offer newsletters, exclusive readings each week. And if you are just happy taking up free videos, please click the like button and hit subscribe. And I will see you here on the next one. Sending lots of love. Bye for now.